And so we kept growing like that, one Monday at a time, yeah. And we chose Monday early in the morning, a very tricky time, but it ended up just working fine. Because that is when people are starting their week. And so the intention was that people of Power Monday can come out energized and ready to work, expecting a better tomorrow. And so started with about five people, kept growing. And today we at times hit 100, which is for now the limit that we want to accommodate at a session. Beyond that, we post the recording into the YouTube channel, and people follow there as well. So welcome everyone, and we are pleased to have you. Dr. Lucita, the poetess, if you have something to present, this is the moment. You can take a few minutes, 2 minutes.
Morning, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you? A beautiful Monday morning. Today I want to read what I had written earlier from my book, You Can.
Yes.
It is in line with what we are discussing today, part of holistic healing. It is in chapter 7. It is about being kind to yourself. It is a poem that is together with the writing. It will take the shortest time. So how is everyone? How is your Monday? From here, count is 046. It's a cold Monday morning, but we glorify the Lord for another day. I am healing. Wisdom is an ongoing journey rather than a final destination. It unfolds gradually during moments of reflection and personal growth. It represents a gentle resurgence of resilience emerging from despair and showing the human's ability to heal. Healing begins with a commitment for one to be kind to yourself. So I want us all to be kind to us. Today, I want to be kind to myself. I want to avoid any harsh word that will lead me astray. I want to take gentle steps in all that I do. I want to release my fears. I want to let go of all my burdens and my tears. I trust that I have the power to create my own peace. I will not judge what I have left behind. Never will I allow any regret to cloud my thoughts. I will be kind to myself. I want to honor my needs, to nourish my heart and plant healthy seeds, watering them with love and care. I will forgive my mistakes of the past. I will recognize the growth they've brought, and I will understand that I am stronger now because I am healing. I will speak kindly to my spirit. The unhealed parts that feel incomplete, I will find beauty in each scar. I will welcome my quiet spirit and my harsh thoughts. I will let everything flow slowly because I am healing. I will listen to my heart. When it speaks, I will heed to his voice. I will trust the wisdom within its sound. I won't fear taking time to rest. I will slow down because slowing down is not a crime. I will celebrate my resilience, for I know I've come a long way through the challenges that have been my way. I will nurture the joy that I receive because I am healing. I'll be kind to myself. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're healing, you'll be kind to yourself. I will too. Mm. Thanks from county, you said 46. Good. So at this moment in time, let me just ask: is there anybody here who was given the responsibility to introduce the guest? Because Lady Noel has been in some situation; she will not join this morning. If you were given that responsibility, so that I don't I don't bypass. Yeah. Otherwise, let me go ahead and introduce my friend Fred Kiluva. I've known him for a couple of years. He once gave a talk at our club, the Rotary Club of Milimani, and I was intrigued. Throughout my life from childhood, I think I've always loved good health, and I always try to seek information to keep learning and practice what I can practice. And so I get intrigued by such like talks, and we are in for that. So he's an alternative natural medicine practitioner, and that is a neuropath with 27 years of practice. And an alternative natural medicine practitioner is a health professional that uses therapies for healing and overall well-being. In other words, holistic restoration of health other than treating sicknesses. And the term that's commonly used in this is reflexology. And we want to welcome you, Fred, to take up the floor and get started with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Unfortunately, my I am not able to get you to see me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, because when I press the zoom area for the camera, it is not it's not opening. It continues to be shut. I don't know why. If anybody knows, because it says unable to access camera.
Okay. Are you using a laptop, a browser, or an installed?
I'm using my phone.
Okay. For phones, I may not be so sure because it should be more direct. Unless when you are joining, it asked you to join with the camera and audio, but you did not do that.
No, it didn't give me any option. I just went straight to logging in, just like anytime I use the Zoom. But I do believe that if you don't see me, you're not missing a lot. Can I proceed?
Okay, just proceed.
Yeah, so Mr. Otieno, thanks very much for inviting me to talk to the Power Monday members. I'm very excited to meet all of you, and I would like to welcome you to what Mr. Otieno has introduced to you as the practice that engages me as a lifetime for a long time, for about 27 years. We are talking about reflexology. Personally, I am an alternative natural medicine practitioner, and as Otieno in his introduction has also stated, we are also called naturopathic, practitioners. Naturopathy generally is a practice where the practitioners use natural medicines as opposed to conventional medicines. Okay, now beside the medicines, we also have this very long time practice. It goes to, you could say, 5,000 years ago, because it is associated with the Chinese. So, moving forward about reflexology, reflexology is that practice where you use nerve ends in three areas of the body. The nerve ends, they are found at the soles of our feet, at the palms of our hands, and also at our ears. In other words, these points, they are similar from these areas of the body. In other words, if you press those areas, you'll be doing the same thing if you do them concurrently. The ears, we don't use them very much because the points are so close to each other, and unless your ear is as large as an elephant's, we will not be able to achieve what we want. So most of the time, we use the soles of the feet. They are easier to access. Now, the nerve ends in these three areas, they're like meridians. And I'm sure at some point, every one of you must have heard about longitudes and latitudes in geography. For example, we got 0, 0, 0 latitude, and this measures, time. But as far as the meridians are concerned in the body, they are designed in such a way that from the nerve points at the feet, at the sole of the feet, or on the hands or in the ears, they radiate to all parts of the body, including the organs. And there are pathways carrying energy. And this energy is called ion energy. The ion energy is a low current, which is all over the body. It carries energy. It is the one which makes the body active. When this ion energy at a certain point, a certain nerve end, for example, if you are diabetic, the nerve end to the pancreas, which produces insulin, will be showing or will be indicating low energy. How? Of course, we don't use equipment to determine the ion energy. Where we use our hands, we use our palms to press those nerve ends at the feet, especially. For the palms, we use an equipment for the purpose of pressing only. But where I'm heading to is that how do we determine somebody is unwell, or how do we treat people who are unwell using reflexology? Now, because of the ion energy which is flowing in the body, And by use of the nerve ends, the nerve ends which connect the body to which connect all the parts of the body, by applying pressure on the nerve ends, the patient or the person will feel pain. That pain is not sickness. That pain is diagnostic. In other words, when we press the nerve end, again, whether it is on the palm or it's on the sole of the feet, I don't want to talk much about the ear because we don't use the ear. We only know that they're there. The recipient of this pressure through the nerve end will feel pain. Why? This pain is because the brain is telling us, or is telling you, that there's something wrong with the pancreas, for example. Now, the reason why you will feel pain is because the energy, the ion energy which is flowing to the pancreas is low and is not moving at the appropriate speed. So that way, the brain is telling the body, please do something about it. So the nerve ends using the ion energy, and by way of using the pathway, is diagnostic. So when the body tells, when the brain tells the body to do something about that meridian, about the end part of that meridian, because the meridian leads to the part which is sick, the part which we are trying to cure, the part which needs healing. So apart from being diagnostic, that pressure can also be used for curative purposes, because there is no other way the body uses to heal itself. If, in other words, the body is self-healing by way of using the ion energy, sending it to the point where the sickness is. So for the purpose of healing, we continue to pressure. We continue to apply pressure at that particular nerve end. And of course, because the body has got, the soles of the feet have got many pressure points, some of them may be touched, but you may not feel pain because the end, for example, if it is the nerve end which is leading to the kidney or to the heart, if you don't have a heart problem, you won't feel any pain because the speed of the ion energy is appropriate, is adequate. But for the purpose of healing the pancreas, we will continue to apply pressure at the pressure point at the nerve end. Of course, one session is not enough. We will have to do it repeatedly. Maybe, for example, you may have to come to the clinic twice a day. Oh, sorry, no, twice a week or 3 times a week, and so on, so that in the end, we are able to activate the pancreas to be able to produce insulin, to produce insulin as it is required. The conventional doctor, as you know, will give you medicines, and these medicines, they are actually insulin medicines. Now, when the conventional doctor gives you insulin, he's telling the pancreas to go to sleep. And that's why the conventional doctor will tell you, sorry, you are going to use medicines for the rest of your life. In our practice, diabetes is not a lifetime problem. Of course, we don't just use the reflexology alone, but we also complement with the other natural medicines. But the message here is that the body, by use of reflexology, will be part of the solution, because we will be telling the pancreas, you are not doing your work properly. Please, please, wake up. Please, fanya kazi yako. The conventional doctor is telling the pancreas to sleep. I have got something here which I can give you, and therefore, wewe lala tu. Okay, of course, those who don't understand Kiswahili, I'm just saying that we tell the body, no, you are not going to use medicines. And even those people who come to a clinic after having been treated for diabetes by conventional doctors, we subject them to reflexology. And in the course of time, with the use of course, the use of natural supplements, we can reverse diabetes so that your pancreas continues to work. And of course, diabetes is supposed to be managed. And even those who are not diabetic, they are supposed to maintain certain practices which preempt the eventuality of you getting to be diabetic mellitus. So what I'm trying to say here is that, yes, reflexology is a way of treating the body. It is natural. We use the iron energy in the body, which is flowing in the body, and it is applied by way of it is applied by way of pressurizing the pressure points, and the iron energy is generated by the body, but at the same time, there is also another source of the iron energy to complement the energy that you have in your body, and that is through the magnetic field of the world, of the earth. Now, how do you get this? Those who have got access to soil, if you have a small garden behind your house or in front of your house, or if you have a grass lane somewhere, if you walk bare feet on the grass, on the soil, and of course, by extension, when you go to the beach, when you remove your shoes and your socks and you walk on the sand, you are absorbing a lot of iron energy. That iron energy, the reason why people, and I believe you ought to know, when you go to the beach, don't just think about the sea and the basking and the light. It is good to know that you are also giving the body a lot of energy. And for sure, those who will have gone to the beach when they are not too well, and of course, I am talking of the beach when it's also hot, when the sun is overhead. By the time you are through with your holiday, you will, apart from the relaxation, because you are away from your workstation, you will have absorbed so much energy, and the body will be, it will be like the way you take your car to the workshop, and it has a major service, not overhaul, but service. So the act of reflexology, to us, it is diagnostic, it is curative, and it is also therapeutic. I say therapeutic because apart from us using it to treat you, when you are well, or when you don't have a problem that you need to be treated for, you can come to a clinic and we can apply this technique, and within a short time you'll be snoring, because the body is so relaxed, the body is feeling so good, all right, so that you just lose yourself to the next world because of the therapeutic effect. So I wanted to make it as simple as that. I didn't want to use a difficult terminology, but this art of reflexology, you will appreciate that the humankind, before we began wearing shoes, and there are people who don't wear shoes today, these people may be healthier than yourself, so long as they walk on soil and they walk on grass. Particularly when you walk on grass, you can shed, electronic toxins. But for the purpose of healing holistically, without coming to the clinic, and if you want to complement whatever practice that you are engaging to keep yourself healthy, try as much as possible to walk on soil without your shoes, and that will help the body to absorb iron energy, and in that way you'll be able to activate your body system and remain healthy. And that's how our forefathers managed to stay healthy for a long time, because they'll be walking on rough terrain, okay, and the rough terrain would be like massaging your feet, okay, and because of the soil, you'll also be absorbing the iron energy. So the two natural aspects of your life, just walking without shoes, and walking on the grass and also on the soil, or even walking on the soil if you are a peasant farmer or whatever you are, you find that the body is very happy with you. Hence, you are protected from many sicknesses. Of course, if you are bitten by a mosquito, reflexology is not going to help you at all. Or if you have amoeba or you have typhoid, it is the degenerative diseases which respond to the practice of reflexology. I think I would like to stop there and invite people.
Okay. So what you finished with is, it is not for infectious kind of diseases like malaria or typhoid or something like that, but it's for degenerative.
Degenerative.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
breakdown where the system where the system is giving way because of one reason or the other, because of stress, for example, and the body is like not strong at all. Okay, maybe also you are not eating healthy. You may be eating well, but not eating healthy. Your veins are very thin, and you are ending up with blood pressure. And ultimately, you may find that your heart has a problem. So it is not it cures only the issues which have to do, or the sicknesses which have to do with the body giving way, right? the
Okay.
eyes, the ears, every part of the body. So long as that part of the body is served by a meridian, when we touch the nerve end, it will tell you'll be showing that it's painful. You are feeling pain. So we are not inflicting. Remember, we are not inflicting pain at all. We are diagnosing, and the brain is telling us, hey, this guy's kidneys, this lady's kidneys, this lady's uterus, this guy's prostate is not okay. All right, that is why you are told, if at all you are lucky, the doctors will tell you that pain is not sickness. It isn't. Pain is a report from the brain. If you drop something on your bare foot at the fingers, you will feel pain. But that is not sickness. There is an injury there which you are supposed to take care of. If there is a cut, you are supposed to go for some medicine and the like. But at that point when you dropped something on your feet or on your foot, you felt pain. That pain, when you go for treatment, the pain is not going to be treated. Essentially, it is the cut which is going to be treated. The pain is coming from the cut. Okay? The cut is
Yes.
not pain. So that's why I'm saying we don't inflict pain. We are only being diagnostic.
Somebody is asking, what's the role of reflexology in mental well-being and disorders?
Okay, let me give you an example. When we press the big toe, we are entering the region of the brain, and any problem that is with the brain, whether it is memory, okay, forgetfulness, or whether it is depression, whether it is anxiety, anything that has to do with the brain, we will we'll use the pressure point at the big toe, and also other toes, but the big toe is the one which is connected to the brain. So it will activate, the energy will go there and it will do the job. You will begin to feel better.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. There is also a question on. Could you repeat how you said reflexology helps in diabetes?
Okay.
Yeah.
What I said is that the body is planned in a way. It is wired in a way that there are meridians from the soles of our feet, or the palms, or the ears, radiating to all parts of the body, so that when you are diabetic, we know that the pancreas is not producing adequate amount of insulin. In other words, the pancreas is misbehaving. Therefore, we will go to the area which is connected to the pancreas, and pressure point. We apply pressure on that point repeatedly, not on one day, on several days. It can be worked out, all right, so that at the end of the day, we'll be telling the pancreas, please wake up, you have been sleeping for too long. And if you are using medicines, conventional medicine, we are not going to tell you to stop using your medicine, but we are going to begin a phasing out process, so that you use less and less and less and less. And of course, if you are coming to a clinic because you want to recover from diabetes, we will also give you supplements. But the answer to that question about the pancreas and diabetes is that the iron energy is going to be pumped by way of applying pressure on the pressure point, which is corresponding to the pancreas, and the pancreas will begin to behave, will begin to produce insulin gradually, and you will recover, and you reverse diabetes.
Beautiful. Now, I have two questions. One, where you talked about when we walk on grass and on bare soil. How about in the houses where we have tiles and cement? Number two, there are these mats that nowadays we can have, which are pokey. They put pressure on your feet, maybe even in the bathroom. Do they also help in some way?
The first example you gave, if you're walking on tarmac, if you're walking on tiles, if you're walking on cemented ground or whatever, you're doing nothing as far as reflexology is concerned. You are not benefiting at all for having your bare feet walking on tiles, walking on the tarmac, walking on cemented ground. That has zero effect. It has to be soil which is exposed to the sun which has got a magnetic field, and that magnetic field is the one which produces the ion energy, which is absorbed by your feet. Those mats, and there are mats, and also there are shoes which have been designed so that when you wear them, they are actually pressurizing the nerve ends at the feet. Okay, so those ones they're doing well because they are pressurizing. It's like you are walking on a rough ground. Okay, if you can walk on kokoto, all right, rubble, then you're okay. Of course, you can only do so for short periods. You can't spend your day walking on rubble. But they've got shoes, they've got what, maybe those mats. But the mats must have a property which is capable of causing the body to absorb ion energy from it. The ion energy has to be introduced to that mat one way or the other. There is a lot of technology, okay? But for the most reliable is the soil, because it is directly getting ion energy from the sun, which is generating the magnetic field.
Good. Well, so somebody has also asked where your the services of reflexology can be found. You will mention that, and then
Yes.
what is the cost for a session, and is
Okay.
it covered by insurance?
Well, let me start with where we are located.
Yeah.
We are located at Hurlingham, Rose Avenue, and we are next to 4 Points Hotel. In fact, we share the same wall. So we are very accessible. Our compound can take about 20 cars. So you don't have to worry about parking. The other question is the price?
Yes, price and whether insurance works.
And insurance. No,
Or
insurance
which ones work.
you have to discuss with your insurance company. Some of them do, others don't, right? But we are not so expensive that you may need go to insurance company to recover the cost, because it takes us about 30 to 45 minutes to because when we do reflexology, we do for the entire body. So the entire body benefits. But at the same time as we do it, as we notice where the pain is coming, then we go into specifics during that session. It will take about 30 to 45 minutes, and we'll charge you 2,500.
Okay, thank you. Now the next question, Dr. Eda, I can see your hand. You will get the next question. What kind of natural medicines or supplements do you use for the clients? I think because you mentioned that it's supplemented, you can supplement with other natural alternatives.
It's herbal medicines and also foods and food supplements. I don't make those medicines myself.
Yeah.
We buy most of the medicines that we use come from India, and they are for all purposes.
Okay, good. Now the next one, we have a couple of questions, so we will just be moving fast. Then
I
have
can
to.
see somebody's asking
Yes,
about
yes, I'm going to give them.
acupuncture.
Yes,
Yeah, thanks
yes.
very much for helping me. Acupuncture, it uses more or less the same principle, but that one you have to introduce medicine using it. First you have to locate the pressure point and the meridian, which is leading to the area which has got a problem, and because it is pricking of the body. Acupuncture is about pricking of the body and introducing medicine, so that that medicine goes to the area where the problem is. So it is different. With the reflexology, it's all about ion energy. Ion energy is what does the job through our applying pressure on the pressure point.
Thank you. Yes, and somebody also added, and is it called chiropractor? By the way, we are going to have this talk next week.
No.
So,
Chiropractor
yes.
chiropractor is also a natural way of dealing with the especially back problems, and they are kind of neuropathic, practitioners. So they also use physical means. They've got a special bed,
Yeah.
and they will be applying their skills to correct your neural problems, the nerves and the like.
Okay, good. Let's hear from Dr. Eda before we move on. Dr. Eda, you can say what you want. Can take a minute.
Yeah, thank you very much for that presentation. It was very interesting. And when I think some diagrams would have helped for people to understand the meridian. I understand meridians, but most lay people don't understand meridians. So you could could have shown more diagrams on that. There's something called the meridian of the mouth, and I see Dr. Dilema is here. There are many people experiencing toxicity from fillings of mercury that they had years ago, and so all the organs being served by that meridian are suffering, and so there's something called something like decavitation or something like that, so that you can actually remove the mercury fillings, and these people are getting much better and filling it with something else, filling the cavity with something else, so these people can get better. But
Okay, thank you.
having said that, I would love to inform most of the people here people don't know that actually naturopathic medicine was the medicine that was there before the medicine was taken over by conventional medicine in 1912. There's a history about that, so you can Google it. Many naturopathic doctors were killed so that they could get a system whereby people, the medical schools and all our books and our curriculum was converted to just making doctors become basically drug pushers. We had lots of hours of pharmacology, genetics, but not
Okay.
even class of trauma.
Sorry, we may not want to go into those
Yes, I just want
details.
people
You will put us into
I'm
warm.
also I'm a naturopathic doctor myself, so I
Yeah.
would really to join hands with you so that, and I also deal with all these naturopathic medicines like arthritis, goiter, BP,
Yeah.
prostrate, and all. So
Okay.
I
Okay.
think becoming a bigger and a bigger community, and people are just going to move towards naturopathic medicine because of informed consent. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's listen to Anthony Murithi. A minute.
Uh, thank you very much, PPO.
Yes.
My question is, and thank you so much to our speaker for today. It has been very, very informative. For me personally, I've been going through therapy because of my neck. I usually have some neck pains, and I enlisted the service of the physiotherapist. Now, is physiotherapy the same as what they do, or are they related in any way? And then, of course, a rider to that, like for my case, for those neck pains, does he have a solution? And even one in the tent. Thank you.
Good. Doctor,
What
you can
what
respond to that. Yes.
physiotherapy is not the same. It's close to it, but it's not the same. Physio is topical. In other words, is on the surface. But it's very much like you just apply to relax. It does not really penetrate that much. Now, when you use reflexology, all right, you are actually telling the body. You are telling you are speaking to the brain, or you are speaking to the problem through the brain by way of applying pressure on the pressure point, which is corresponding to the area which has the problem. And the brain is going to instruct the body to do something. And those instructions, when they are taken by the body knows what to do. So the body is self-healing. Remember, we are using the soles of the feet, we are using the palms, and if you are an elephant, we would use the ear to press only. We don't apply anything. But of course, that does not mean that we cannot give you medicines which can help with dealing with the pain itself, the physical pain, not the pain that we are using for diagnostic purposes. So when you go for massage, don't talk about reflexology. You are just they are only applying their skills to make you feel, to relax your tissues. We don't relax tissues. We use the ion energy to make the body itself to heal itself.
Okay. Now, let's listen to. In other words, Murithi, you can reach out to Fred, and you will get further discussion. Eunice, I know he touched what you always taught us, that we walk on grass and hug trees. Now
Okay.
you can say, Eunice.
Yes, I'm talking as a registered nurse midwife and one who has used this on self-care. And I want to echo that there's a way the body can help you and assist you to heal itself.
from my own perspective of somebody who has been sick in the past, and how combining, I did not use reflexology alone. I have a guy, Isaac, who does for me reflexology, and to many of my friends. I didn't know this our speaker today. But what I know is that it works, and it really helps realign the body system, the endocrine system. It realigns the muscles, and therefore it works in a way that is different with these other practices. I want to also say that when you walk on the grass and the soil, that connection alone, and our bodies that have the electrical things in it is imbalanced. So I would urge you just to be able to take care of yourself, because this works. It works. I've experienced it. There was a time I had something that the doctors were questioning autoimmune disease. It never reneged, and I'm grateful to God. There was a time I couldn't see if my eyes, I'm just all right. But when it strikes, I cannot see completely. I have to be helped. And I used a lot of steroids. But when I started using the self-care products that is saying among the breath exercise and all that, here I am at my 60s, and I'm well, and I'm grateful to God. So these things work. I would urge people, I know for a long time we have not been used to this kind of treatment, but give yourself permission. Give yourself permission and just be able to start. Don't worry, what will people say when they see me hugging a tree or walking barefoot or walking on grass? But help your system, especially the internal system. I always say that if one day, being a nurse, working in theater, if ever somebody, it will not happen, but if somebody opened to you your internal organs to see them, would it make the way you change to take care of yourself? Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank
thank you
you
so
very
much.
much. I think we are out of time. What Fred, what you can mention is the name of your clinic. People are asking what is the name. I think that will be good. Then they can reach out to you afterwards. For then we can bring it to a close because of time. Shiro, maybe 30 seconds. You can mention something. I know you're in Malindi and maybe you are dealing with herbs.
Yeah, thank you so much, OPP. So just a quick one, because even for
Yes.
me, I can say I've tried it out of curiosity, yeah. And what amazed me is like when they did that, I never told them that I had undergone a hysterectomy, but the lady was like asking me, we can't seem to trace your uterus. So it's really, really working. But now the question I want to put to Fred, and thank you so much for that great presentation. When it comes to dementia, is there, even if it's not going to be reversible, is it something you would recommend to people? Because that's a concern on my end. And I'll also be reaching you, Numehema, because I'm trying to do herbs here in Malindi. Thank you.
Yes,
Yes.
it is. It will help. Of course, dementia is not easy to treat, but it will help because the body has got a way of dealing with degenerative issues. Dementia is about the body losing, the cells of the brain, so that you end up being not able to control your system. You are forgetful, and so on. When we apply the pressure point which corresponds to the brain, the brain itself will be instructing the body to do the repair work, and you'll be surprised to find that the person is beginning to respond, because the body, if you are not born with a problem, then the body has got a responsibility to take care of what it has inherited. Okay, in other words, dementia comes with time. You're not born with dementia, And therefore, the body has got a way of protecting and has got a way of also dealing with the problem, which has been culminated by certain things that you are doing, or even because your genes or your DNA, for one reason or the other, is prone to you eventually, getting dementia. The likes of poor memory, Parkinson disease, and this kind of thing. This can be arrested, and it can be reversed.
Thank you. What is the name of your clinic?
Okay, the name of my clinic is Alternative Natural Cures.
Great. We had put your contact phone number in the chat. You mentioned that it's next to 4 Point Sheraton in Hurlingham, and you actually border them. The vehicles up to 20 can be accommodated, so no worries with the city council. And the name is Alternative Natural Cures. Good.
And we open at 9 o'clock up to 4. And we work on, that is Monday to Friday, and then Saturday 9 to 1. You will need to call us so that we can book you.
Beautiful. So thank you. I'd like to call Dr. Melvin to give a vote of thanks. In the meantime, also just to say that this we post the recordings on YouTube by Wednesday, and I've given a link there. You can subscribe. I also gave a link for people who are asking how to be getting this information every week. You can always join our Power Monday WhatsApp group, and it's on Live Your Dream website, liveyourdream.co.ke/Power Monday. Let me just put it in. So, Dr. Melvin, would you be kind enough to give the vote of thanks? I hope that is good.
Yes, thank you very much, OPP. I'd like to first of all thank everybody for coming here. We were about 74 participants in this particular meeting, and this is very encouraging for the organizers. Secondly, I want to thank the organizers led by none other than Otieno Paul Peter for making sure that every Monday we have a very interesting speaker. And we're always very engaged every Monday morning so that our week can start off on a high. Now, finally, I want to thank our speaker for today, Mr. Fred
Kiluva.
Yes. I want to thank him so much because he has uncovered the mystery behind reflexology. Some of us thought that acupuncture was the beginning and the end of all pressure treatments, but he has now brought a new dimension to reflexology as a way of treating some conditions. And I would urge each one of us who has a problem to look for him in Hurlingham next to 4 Points by Sheraton. You have his number, and please book an appointment with him. Thank you so much, Fred, for breaking it down so well for us. Now, without much further ado, I'd like to hand it back to you, OPP.
Thank you very much, Doctor. That was great. Yeah, I hope this topic was intriguing enough. We couldn't get enough time to answer all the questions. And so you can reach out to Fred on his telephone number. And again, we could not, I know many other people would have loved to make comments. We may not always have that. So we always recommend that you put questions and comments in the chat. Otherwise, we are having a dinner in the month of October for Power Monday, part of meet and greet. We do it every year, the last Friday of October. And so you are welcome to subscribe, reach out, and it would only be 3,500, and we are going to have it at Nairobi Club. So we are all welcome wherever you are. This is the time to also meet and greet, put the faces, put the figure. You know, I realized during the height of COVID and when people were not meeting in person, that the way you see people on Zoom is not the same way you see them in person. Again, when people covered their mouths, they were two different people. Yeah, the person who covered the mouth is not the same as the person you meet in person. So the date is 31st of October 2025. It's a Friday at Nairobi Club, and the rate is 3,500. It's paid through a pay bill number, which I can also give, as I also will call somebody to close for